Ah, hi guys, we're back.
It's had almost Dracula in your there.
Mm, Blah blah. I will Zach. I mean your blood. It's just all just suck too.
Sorry,
I
we're
just suck
live.
all the
You're
time.
not talking silver right now. We're live.
Oh no. It wouldn't be.
Yeah, and then on that note, welcome back, everybody. Do you love? I kind of I guessed, but would you say you love the poker scenes? The idea of the poker, some version of loving the poker scenes from TNG. Would that be a love for you, Stuart?
Yes, yes. The camaraderie of the crew, hanging out, playing poker together in their uniforms. I assume they're not on duty, but they're still going to wear their uniforms. They can't
Oh
be all
man,
casual.
that's such a conceit in fan films because as soon as you put your actors in just a shirt, it's like, which is Marcus, but it's off duty, so you kind of need to keep the uniform as much as you can to keep that Trek feel. Because imagine if you just watched you and me in shorts and a shirt and say that's the Star Trek fan films. Like, yeah, we're off duty though. Yeah.
Well, that's why they came up with Picard's jacket, Kirk's vest. They're more casual
Oh,
indicators, yet still uniformy, you know? But yeah, the poker scene's great. I love like I said, the camaraderie, the fact that even though these people work together every day and see each other every day, they still choose to hang out together. Like that's says something about their characters, right? So, but yeah, today, guys, we're talking about the things about Star Trek you love. Every series doesn't matter. You throw it out there, and then the community gets to rank it. Um, so for better or worse, it says out his. And some of them are going to be kind of obscure concepts, as we see with Royston Bailey's thing there. But yeah, it should be a fun discussion because we're all here for a reason. We all like Star Trek. And yesterday, when we were
wait, we
talking
do?
about, I
Wow.
think so. Yeah. Yesterday, we were talking about Starfleet Academy. Should you love it? And the question came up at the end, what do we love about Starfleet Academy? I couldn't think of anything I loved about it specifically. Whereas there are things I love about the other series. So we thought we'd do this live today and talk about the things that we were actually really excited for and that we love and that you guys love. And we want to hear from you guys. So yeah, I hope that explains it well enough.
Yeah, I'm intrigued to see what you guys pick. For this one in particular, I do want to have a slight veto power. Um, if it's something, for example, because you'll submit the idea, right? Cool. If it's something that we really don't love, like really don't love, and yet you somehow vote S, I think we'll have a bit of discretion here, just because these are meant to be big concepts, you know?
Mhm.
Because there could be some, because you can get on the board,
Yeah.
doesn't mean we'll let it be, you know what I mean? So there's a bit more community, but do submit. And I
And
have put,
considering we've had
and
some kind of silliness in past votes, yes, we're gonna have that veto power.
just a
Just
little
tucked in
bit
there.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. But unlike I'm sure it's the poll, to curveball the curveball, I'm actually
Hmm.
having the thumbnail in going first. It's going to start the game, which I don't think this we've ever done. So
Mm.
yeah, read out the poll, Stuart, while I'm trying to load this image, but it is. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Do you love how much? Oh, sorry. Do you love and how much do you love the poker scenes from TNG?
Yes. And again, clarifying, this is really important, guys. You have to love it first, right? Because if you
Mm.
just like it, it should be a don't love. That's why you know, like you can like do you love the Enduring Kamari? No, but I like it. So I wouldn't even have it on the love list. Everything is going to be great. Everything is positive, but you can say I just don't love it because you cannot love but still like something, right?
Yeah.
So some things I'm
I
expecting to get voted just not even in. And that's what I want
I
from
don't
this.
love I don't love the Enduring Camari either. I don't even like it. It's
Well,
just fine. It's not even a Star Trek ship. It's a good Battlestar Galactica ship.
and
Anyway,
blue. Yes.
yeah.
So that's what I mean about
So
the
as for
rules,
the
guys. Bit more, you know,
yeah.
vote. I don't love it if you usually don't love. If you do. Just saying.
As for the poker scene, I mean, this particular shot I really do like
Oh,
because you
oh.
get some. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Troy, but we do get some Troy cleavage here. which they could have put her in the standard uniform considering this was the final shot of the show and she had been wearing the standard uniform but they chose this and I appreciate that. So.
And it's funny.
Tell me, would you ever try to film Dune?
It's funny because I edited it out of the thumbnail just because it was the way it was framed as exactly cleavage, and I was like,
I did notice that, yes.
And
I was annoyed by it. It's fine. But yeah, I've already kind of
went
into it.
So,
yes.
Went on that.
Yes. I'll talk to you guys then. Hit that like button, guys. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Click the notification bell icon to all so you don't miss any content from us, whether it be live or edited content. We do want to talk about all things Star Trek here, and we want you guys to be a part of that. So make sure you're notified and you can join us for those lives or edited content. Also, there is a button down there, an option to join the channel here on YouTube. Click that button, join the channel, and become a member, and help us on a monthly basis. Get your name at the end of the videos, get assigned a ship. There's a whole bunch of cool stuff and perks with that. Or you can head over to Patreon/Trekyards. Same perks apply over there, but it's another way to support us on a monthly basis. If that's something you prefer, as opposed to YouTube, please do so. Also, super chatting during these lives and/or PayPaling. PayPal, we get more of a bigger chunk of that because it doesn't take 30% off the top like YouTube. So if you want to PayPal or super chat, please feel free to do so. We want to hear from you guys. That gives you your voice. It helps support the channel at the same time. It's a win-win for everybody, and we do read them all on the air. So if you want to have your particular thing mentioned or talked about or read, we do that, and we'll make sure that is a thing. So by all means, do that. Help us out, support the channel. Also, clicking the links. There's links in the description of every video to the Teespring and the TeePublic store. Really cool Trekyards merch and other stuff there. So check that out and help us in any way you can. Just be part of the regular conversation, the chat, if you will. We want to hear from you guys. So this should be interesting, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys have to say. Christopher Schneider says, first and foremost, the social discussions, not the technology science, just how Roddenberry highlighted social issues of the time. Yes, absolutely. Social commentary done very well with the mask of sci-fi on there. So 100%. Yeah. All right, we'll get to those in just a second here. We got a few to get through, and that's good. Keep those piling up. And like I said, PayPal and/or Super Chat, guys.
2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2.
Oh, I forgot to mention that. Yeah, PayPal's.
Did you really?
If you put in $5, you get to choose 2 things. Whereas with Super Chat, $5 choose 1. So $5 on PayPal, 2. That's 2. That's more than 1. That's 1 more than 2. That's 2. That's 2 less than 4, but it's still 2.
I thought I was waiting for you to scold me saying, yeah, I did that. And
I usually would, because I'd usually say it, and I didn't this time.
Yes, the one time. And just for those in the audience who are for real.
Classics. What?
Yeah, no. What? We have a couple of things that are commonly put in pre-ready. So, you want this, win this round, person who classically will not be named.
Hmm.
And there goes a very loud Netflix hum. What's happening downstairs? All right, where are we at with this poker scene? So I do love them for the most part. So yeah, I would say.
Yeah, I do too. Like I said, I mean, these people choose to spend time together, even though they work together constantly. That's great. It shows good, not only teamwork, but also just a friendly camaraderie. And I think that's fantastic. I also like that it gets mirrored a little bit in the episode called Lower Decks with the Lower Deckers doing the same thing to show the same kind of, the same kind of camaraderie. So that's great. Yeah,
but
I think it's great.
I would only give it a C for love. So I do love it. But I love a lot more. Right? And that's where this distinction is going to be quite interesting, because I love it, yes.
But this is the fabric upon which this show is woven, the context of these characters interacting with each other. This should be more than a C. You didn't even put C as one of the options on the goddamn...
Yeah, I know, because we are going to put C, because they don't know the rules yet. That's what I'm saying why I would put it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But like I said, this is important. This is the structure of the show, man.
I agree, but if you ask me, You know, the bridge or the transporter room or Picard or the uniforms, they're all so much more love. They're not even the same stratosphere. You know what I mean? Like, I love the uniforms 4 places higher. You know what I mean? It's that level of distinction. I do love these, but I'm not in love with them.
You love the idea of them.
No, well, I love them like my aunt. I do love her. Anyway.
Perfect.
There are a good number of votes, which is great. So tell us who wins, Stuart.
30 votes. S wins with 67%. Second place is A with 21%. And I don't love it 10%. We're not talking about poker the game, Dan. Dan says poker is not on my list. That's not what we're talking about. It's the idea of them playing poker together.
Yeah, pay attention. Just in general, pay attention how we frame these things, because
it's abstract. There's going to be a lot of abstractness going on.
Yes, which we appreciate. And BJ, as ever, $5 for a single submission, or half or 2 for 1 on the PayPal, which does include half for 1, technically. Because
yes,
we get more.
$2.50 for 1. Yeah. All right, now jumping to the super chats that we have. We got Royce S. Bailey, who throws in a bunch and then he topped it up, which is amazing. So thank you. So his first one is the optimistic vision / future for humanity. Yes, I mean, that's Gene's core tenet of this whole series. The fact that we can be better, we can be so much better that we wouldn't even have personal disagreements with other people. A little bit silly, but the general umbrella of an idea is there, and yes, it is portrayed quite well generally in Star Trek. So I love this. I knew where you're going with this picture right away. Some people, when they come in late, they're going to be like, "Card? What?"
I know, but in abstract concepts.
Yes, yes,
like
I know.
The second one, we're going to get some feedback on when that comes up.
That's him looking forward to the future, like the excitement that's out there. So yeah.
And this is just briefly, such a unique look for him. He's fresh, he's eager, there's a charm to this look, which doesn't really do again, which is wonderful because it's the end of the pilot. Let's see what's out there. Really, he does it perfectly, and I don't remember his face ever comes in again. So it's great, right? Well, first of all, do you love this concept?
Do I love the idea of this concept?
Of the Star Trek being a better autistic version feature?
Yes, because that is the basis upon which the entire show is structured. I don't agree with Gene's vision that people wouldn't have interpersonal conflicts. I think that's just silly. But yeah, I understand what he's going for. We're striving to be better. We treat each other, treat all humans the same. You know, yeah, it's a great idea, a great philosophy, and it's something that the golden rule: treat others as you want to be treated yourself. So,
which I think we both stick by. Which is then, I mean, so what? It was you, but applied with Doug Drexler. If you make fun of the person, you like them more, because you know they can take it because you're that close. So you treat them worse, but worse actually means better in your framework when they know your framework. And Doug,
yes.
You were annoying to him. The first thing he said to him when we met him was, "You're shorter than I," and that's mean, but it's not, because that's how the relationship is, right? So that's treat others how you want to be treated because you have that banter. I mean, certainly we'll have our partners who you'll say stuff that's probably more mean or whatever, but that's because they're rapport, right? But no, obviously I love this concept, and I really do. Obviously I've written a lot of Star Trek stories, and I try and keep the hopeful future. I try and maintain the. I don't think Gene would like them all, because there is certainly there's a couple of characters that don't like each other, because I do think people have a right to not like other people. Right? Mm-hmm. Just for no reason or some reason, that's fine. It's how you express that. You can't trick me into thinking everyone in Voyager would go out drinking and be friends. I mean, well, we see it in Good Shepherd, there isn't. But some people just don't get on with other people. That's absolutely fine, right? It's how you deal with that.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, absolutely.
So this is a very important concept. I would say I love this at the S, because it's such a core fundamental to me of yeah, we should all strive for betterness. And optimism and hope, and also the fact that we worked to get there is also part of the message. The result expresses how good we were at the cause, and that's good to see, right? That we did those steps to get better. It's not a sad underbelly of dark. It's a good, for the most part, friendliness, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's me done.
Perfect. Yeah. Let's see. What are you guys saying? Oh,
and we
first
got
of
20
all,
votes. Good stuff.
yeah. Let's see who we have 26 people here. So go vote in the poll if you haven't already and hit the like button. We only have 15 likes. Let's get those likes up to 30.
15? What?
Right? I know, right?
What?
Do you love Trekyards? I mean, put Trekyards in. I mean,
well,
somebody said that actually. Where is it here? I got to read it. Oh, there it is. Leperidon. He loves watching two dudes that are as nerdy as him talk about spaceship window sizes and discussing stuff like Tuvik's dead or alive, and O'Brien has to suffer. Best thing Trek did. Thank you.
Has to suffer. Oh.
Yeah. All right. Going to the poll though. 24 votes now, which is awesome. S wins with 75%. Second place is A with 17%.
And I like to get on the board. It was at 0 the entire time. I framed that better. I think people should not be confused anymore. Okay, good stuff. I support that. I'm for it. Let's see what people say. Oh, let's see what the next one is. And this can be anything from any show, guys, as well. Just keep that. This is a very broad, which I love already so far, but very broad.
Yeah. I love the broads too. Any broads you want to put in, throw them in.
You can just put in the Star Trek broads, yes.
Royston Bailey throws in for concepts and dilemma that you can discuss for years. And he picked a perfect picture for this. Tuvix. Hashtag Janeway did nothing wrong. Yet there is a moral dilemma there. Should you let Tuvix live when he's begging for his life, pleading for his life, or do you restore the life of two other individuals? There's many moral dilemmas in Star Trek. And yes, they do open up amazing discussion and talking points for years to come with other Trek fans. People disagree, but in a respectful way, generally speaking. And yeah, the decisions of a Starfleet captain are never easy. And yeah, like it's interesting to go back and revisit them and think, under the circumstances, what would you do? But yeah, hashtag Janeway did nothing wrong. In this regard, anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I don't tend to put moral lessons in my fan films because I don't necessarily want, there's two sides to everything. Even if one side might have less to talk about than the other. And, there's obviously, you come with some writer bias, but Old Trek, for the most part, did a good job of some level of both. That's kind of important versus just, you're murdering him, you're an evil person, Janeway. So, well, okay. But I wouldn't tend to write them because, the nuance of having to do it right both ways and have justify both. Although, when I have done it, it is interesting to justify the other side in some way.
Like devil's advocate, yeah.
And have them believe it, because you don't want to cynically say it. That would defeat the purpose, right? You have somebody believe the point. There's some story where we had to destroy a ship, and it's like we just killed 300 people. All their families and all their mums and dads lost people they love. That's ethically horrible, but how is the situation justifiable enough to justify it? Now, in TNG and DS9, they do it all the time, right? Klingon ship, destroy it. A lot of mums lost their sons, right?
It's war.
There you go. So I but it is interesting to do that. But I wouldn't say I love this the most, because I like sci-fi stories too. This isn't my core thing for Star Trek, right? So I would say a strong B for this. I do love it that they do it, but I don't need it every week,
Yeah, well, exactly. Yeah. And it's the perfect, like, Star Trek is the perfect launching pad to tell these stories, these, social commentary stories masked with sci-fi. I think that's one of the best things about Star Trek, honestly.
When done well.
Yes, and they did it very well on a number of occasions. Sometimes it's a little bit too obvious and glaring, but still got by the censors all the time. So,
and I'm very eager to watch half black, half white, half black episode to see. That's always put an example of that wasn't subtle. Yeah, well, it was pretty creative though, because they did a great job of the makeup. Those lines are real crisp, right? Anyway, I don't just want everyone to put S for everything here, because, like I say, I mean, hey, if you love this as one of the top things in Trek, great. But I prefer Miss Sci-Fi and Miss Sci-Fi concepts. And I don't,
Well, you control the poll. You can not put S in for some of them, which you tend to do usually. So
true, but this is such a strong concept.
Yes.
That this definitely deserves the ability to. Because that's the thing, we're not. It's likely if you go and put something strong in, it will be one of the top 3 kind of thing. So, yeah, it makes sense.
Indeed.
Pretty strong showing though for one particular one. Ooh, playing music. That's an interesting one. So I'm paying for music.
That'd be cool, yeah.
And hey, per show,
per movie.
Well, ooh.
Star Trek 4 music is way different than Star Trek 2.
And 6 is like hold my beer. Just doing this shit. Okay, that's if anyone's put in the 2 for 1 on PayPal. So if you do what, there's 13 movies, 6.5 super chats. Yeah, that would be very interesting to compare because I don't necessarily love every score the same.
No.
Coming next week, Stuart. Stuart ranks the love for his kids S to F.
That's easy.
You love them all, but it's still a ranking.
Just even series opening music or opening credits would be interesting ranking because I'm not a big fan of TOS music in general. 80% of, well, that's maybe harsh. 70% of Star Trek, the original series music, I'm not a big fan of.
That's a lot.
There's a few that really kind of hit good, but yeah. Anyway.
I'd say I maybe don't like 20% of TOS music. And probably a chunk of that is because either it's super like ethnically centered around one episode where it doesn't really have a flow to its own. This is, we're in a bazaar, therefore this is that music, right? Or this is a, although having done many a film with TOS music, you realize how much they repeated. Yep. Which is fine, but also you realize the first season really.
It's fine until they repeat the ones that you don't like. Which happens a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. We have 32 people here and 22 likes, guys. Hit that like button. Let's get those likes up to 30. And we have 33 votes in the poll, which is awesome. So for these Trek moral questions and discussion topics, S wins 85%. 9% for second place, which is A. It's not even close. Wow. So
that's one of our strongest margins for a while. And no one just likes it. Everyone loves it.
To be fair, that's kind of what Star Trek is. So it's a main tenet of Star Trek, for sure. Next up, we've got another one from Royston, who says accepting spec scripts, or do you mean specific scripts?
No, specs. Well, scripts, fan scripts.
Oh,
back in the day for TNG and stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna say they don't do that anymore, but. Yeah, that was the thing. You could send in your ideas and have it turned into scripted form that you saw on screen. They need to do this again, I think. I think a lot of people have great ideas. It's it's a weird situation because a lot of people are against AI, but I can have a vision in my head of an image I want to create and no clue how to do it. Can't draw it for shit. Type it in prompts to an AI, spits something out, you kind of polish it a little bit, you refine it to get what you want, right? I think a lot of people are the same way with storytelling. Like they want to tell a story, but don't have the weight, they don't have the equipment or the desire or the time or the ability to do a fan film, let's say. So they got a great story in their head. What better way to get it on screen than to send it in and have it accepted by somebody that would refine it, and bring it to screen, right? Like not everybody had especially back in the day, because you had VHS. Making a fan film was a completely different animal in that time. Nobody would see it anyway. You just show it to your family and friends, right? So yeah, it was an interesting way to get people to be a part of the Star Trek universe and bring in new ideas at the same time. So, yeah.
I mean, I imagine everything was different when there's less people in the world or in your country or in your town. National Health Service or pensions don't work quite so well when there's 10% more people every year or whatever. It stretches things, right? So when less people had typewriters who knew there was spec scripts you could submit, who had the money to do post and print and etc., then they would get so many, and still loads, right? But now, if you're doing email submissions, can you imagine the 1,000 they'd get minimum you know, because it's that easy. As you say, AI as well, you can write just the concept. So now it'd be much more difficult, so much. That's why you can need almost you know, hire entire agent firm just to go through the trash, but then they're not critics, to, whatever. That's why you tend to go. That's why a lot of people get opportunities through who you know, because if you know, if I can go to, you know, if I can go to Doug Drexler and say, hey, could you, you know, he knows me and therefore he knows you and therefore he knows what we can do and therefore, you know, to go to someone else versus just submitting. But when there's people, you know, plus there's probably some semblance of back in the day, a lot of these were full scripts you were submitting, which probably a lot of people who were sending ideas on a couple of pages, they were instantly dismissed because it might have been great, but that's not the point. They wanted, you know, a script because part of it was to get good ideas, get formed ideas, get new perspectives, and then maybe bring them in, which they did often. So great concept, brought in a few great scripts, and like Michael Sussman, he submitted a couple which then got used later, which is super interesting as well. So, you know, fun concept, but it'd be very hard to do now, as I'm sure it was hard to do then. There was some anecdote years ago of one of the writers who just had a desk. And that was his day, just going and reading the first few lines of each, and he knew like that's bad writing, and then you couldn't really give him a fair shout, but you had to be so critical. But
yeah,
if you're that critical, then if something genuinely grabs you, it might be magic, right?
I don't think that's fair. The first few lines to be reading, I think you need to scroll through and like check like
they probably meant the first
something
page
in the middle.
because
But even then, like I started writing my own book, right? A novel years ago, and I got to like chapter 3. The writing got better as I went on because I was learning how to do it. So to take the first page that hasn't been rewritten yet, I don't know. I just think that's a little bit silly.
But you would think, and this is why, you know, there's a difference between me doing emails and me doing Facebook chats. If you don't spell check and refine with an interest life something just submitted to Star Trek, then they can tell you haven't really put the time in, right? So that you should, if your first page isn't great and you've had how many years to or whatever to prep it. So this I would say I love it a D or an F because I did love the idea, but I love a lot of stuff more. That's why S isn't even an option because this is not a concept that I'm like yes love, but I do love the idea they did it because it was a bold thing to do and they did get some great appeal from it. So yeah.
Well,
It's a race
results
today. Yeah, keep voting, guys.
25 votes so far. It's tied right now between A and I don't give a shit, essentially. I like it, but I don't love it.
Oh.
So go vote, see if we can break the tie. Like I said, we have 27 votes now, and we currently have 30 people here. So somebody's not voting. Go vote. And also hit the like button. We have 25 likes, which is great, but we can do better. I expect you to do better. I raised you better than that.
Speaking of doing better, PayPal your ideas, guys. There's so many you could talk about. We've still got over an hour. 2 for 1. So if you have one you want to put in the same $5, you get 2, put in 2, etc. Keep them coming.
There is a PayPal there, so.
There is a PayPal there. Keep spending, guys, you want to know.
While we're waiting for that to finish out, though, Robert Buckley threw in $2 and says, I've just started season 3 of DS9. Well, enjoy, Robert. It's a great season 2 where things start to kind of kick off, so enjoy. Dun, dun, dun. 34 votes with 31 people here. I think that's as good as we're going to get. So as of right now, the winner is I like it, but I don't love it, 34%. So we're going to put that at an F, even though it's not really classed as an F.
Well, I wouldn't even put it on the board.
Don't put it on the board? Okay.
Yep.
That's fair. Yeah.
Because F is a fair, if that comes up. That's the thing, if everyone votes C, we can re-roll kind of thing.
Yeah, I just wanted some diversity on the board because we're just stuck in S right now, so.
Them, thine be thine votes, Milado.
We will get to the PayPal in just a second here. But Robert Buckley throws in $5. The ship flyby scenes from the original series. From the original series? Like the original effects? Like this one? I don't even know if that's an original effects one.
Well, it's grainy, I can tell you that much.
Well, yeah. Maybe we'll do this one. Put this one in instead. Because, oh, that's not the one. What the hell? Why did that work?
What?
Hold on, let me move this. Just do ship flyby scenes from the original series.
Okay. The miniature work, guys. The miniature work.
Oh, is that what he's talking about?
Well, they were definitive for the time because it wouldn't be the new ones because the new ones obviously are made in 2000s. So,
but all the ship flyby scenes, original effects were shit. Let's be honest. Even though it was a miniature, go back and watch those original ones. They're not awesome, but to see the big Enterprise in front of the blue screen in the studio setting is really cool. Those are amazing ones. So, but yeah. So yeah, original series ship flyby scenes, to which there weren't a lot of, and they were all the same side. They did the towards the camera.
Very specific one, which I like.
Yeah, the remaster did it much better, but at the same time, I like Doug Druxler's point on that. That there's none of the Star Trek TOS you see now that's remastered has any shots of the original model of the Enterprise in it. It's like they were totally replaced one character completely. Sure, it looks a lot better, but it's also you don't see the actual filming model at all in remastered TOS. Yeah.
Yeah, but of course the irony is, and even at the time it felt dated at the time. Because Enterprise being made at the same time looked better. So they were not putting their A game out. They didn't have a full TV budget kind of thing. They had
Yeah.
So now but Mark Bell, Matt Boardman, some of the people have done very close recreations with better CGI models, better lighting.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a far closer recreation. So it does kind of remaster, as silly as that is, but it just was done not on the cheap, but not on the expensive. I can do better than a lot of the flybys, and I'm by no means the best guy ever, right?
Yeah.
Some of the shots are great though, just some.
Yeah.
Some being up to the word.
Yeah. I can really get behind that last thing you said, where you're not the best guy ever. So, yeah.
Appreciate you. Yeah.
Anytime. Hold on. For the scripts thing, should we maybe put it at? No, we can't. Never mind. A and B was tied. I think if I like it but I don't love it wins, we should maybe go with the second place option, which in this case would be B. Instead of that's why they're on the board, they're represented. What are your thoughts? I don't know.
I mean, yes, more people definitely would have been included than not included. I mean, really, this should be the NA.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, yeah. I forgot about that concept as well into it. So technically, that should be the one. So if you want to swap them over, they're not that far through. We could swap over. I try and find Christopher's idea. I don't know how to. I keep scrolling through episodes trying to find something to reflect his concept. I don't know how to reflect it properly.
Well, 35, or sorry, God, slide 53 has the NA, which is the next slide down. So
swap that while I'm trying to find a shot.
Fine.
Yeah, keep voting, guys. This is you got a bit of extra time to vote.
All right, so they were on slide 53 now. Don't know if they are, but
you said one up?
No, one down, 53. We were at 52.
Cool.
It's just sitting there all blank and everything. It's like it was made to be.
Bloop. Oh, bloop. Yes, our side isn't like us because we are so dramatically filled with stuff.
Giving away you're showing all the secrets. What are you doing?
Well, it's being very slow.
You're ruining things. Sam's ruining things, everyone. Downvote Sam. Downvote Sam. Downvote Sam.
That's so harsh.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're not.
Don't fuck up.
No, you're not.
Just kidding. Anyways.
This joke's so nice to me. Okay, I finally found a version of Classics. I'm not going to say it's the best one, but I can't spend all the minutes looking.
Well, we'll get to that one next.
Yes.
We'll do that PayPal next, and then we'll jump back to Super Chats.
Yes.
So right now we have 38 votes. Do you love and how much do you love the 1960s miniature ship shots? Oof. 38% say I like it, but I don't love it. Also
Mm.
tied for second place with B and C at 26% each. Hmm.
The people have spoken, right?
With 40 votes too. One more vote would be awesome to break the tie, perhaps, maybe, hopefully. So if you haven't voted, please vote.
And of course, but the scripts and NA did not hit the threshold.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Robert, very nice, very nice. I like that.
We're gonna end it there because 40 votes is good.
Yeah.
So yeah, the winner is I like it, but I don't love it at 40%. And then B and C are tied at 25% each.
Oh, wow.
For the ship shoot. So
And 10% D. Because I would say I also don't love it. I like it a lot. Wouldn't say I love it. But I don't love most remastered either.
you don't like what?
I like it, I don't love it, but I wouldn't say I love a lot of the remastered as well. There's a lot of shots. Some I love, but like the one you always quote is the planet, some of the planet shots, and that one where you see inside the window with the thing shooting out the back. You know, there's a few shots, right? They're very clever, but yeah. All right, beautiful.
Indeed.
Next we go. Keep spinning, guys.
There are some super chats, but we're switching over to PayPal for just a second here, so let's get to that one. And of course, that is Classic for Real, who threw in $5 and says, Classic for Real's favorite aspect is related to Gene's vision, but the idea of Starfleet being the ultimate white hat good guys, standing up for justice, equality, and oppressed identities, dealing with the bad guys justly and fairly instead of just shoot first and done, etc. Excellent picture to choose, by the way. Bravo, sir.
Was not easy. It's a big
I
thing
won't
to
kill
summarize.
him. Do you hear? Maybe they thought we were invading their space. Yeah. The Gurn. So yeah, what do you guys think about the way that Starfleet treats everyone? I like how I put the white hat good guys. That's good. Because yeah, it's a very idealized version of the golden rule. As I keep saying, Gene's vision is the golden rule. Treat others as you yourself would want to be treated, right? So, and yeah, Arena is a perfect example of that. Just because this the Gorn bombed your base essentially on a planet and cut and run, and then you had to fight them or fight the commander. Yeah, you're not gonna just kill the guy just because. I love that. It's definitely what Star Trek is about, and it saved us some time. The Metrons were like, "There's hope for you guys yet," you know. And that's true. I mean, I think it's very optimistic that by Star Trek time we would be like that because I just look outside, look on the news today. Star Trek's not that far in the future.
Well,
We got a long way to go. We got a long way to go to get there.
Yeah, but warp drive does make a difference. Knowing aliens exist makes a difference. A lack of religion makes a big difference.
I would hope so. Yeah.
You know, none of those things are moving past. Takes a lot of stuff to get past it, but the world ain't
stupidity.
The world ain't just the world. Yeah, no, exactly. Link's
the world is a vampire. Sorry.
You're welcome. No, it's similar to the other one, the hopeful optimism. You know, as you said, the other one, the idea that we are hopefully bastions of good, which of course, in good times you can be good, and then in DS9 they pushed them and they did lots of bad things for the good, and that's why Winston Churchill was a great wartime prime minister but bad peacetime prime minister, because he was just his mentality was well suited for certain things, not for others. So but the hope that the training, but it's like you would hope that, let's say, the United States top Marine Corps, if you get one of their special officers, that you should feel really safe, because they have gone through many layers of specialist everything to get there. You shouldn't have to worry about them being able to shoot a pistol at 100 yards and hit anything, right? So Starfleet, for them to get on a starship, you should go through. In theory, they should be the best already, and therefore the looking for the good stuff and trying to help people and the hopefulness is just part of their character, because they've been sort of, both trained into it, but also bred into it with society, and also moved into it with where they are. So, you know, having that positive foot forward, which is why it's great to have them as explorers and first contact people, because we are hopefully the best of the best, right? We are. Yeah.
You need to fix the chart. It looks all wonky. You can't see the NA stuff, and
Oh,
there's
what the
white
hell?
on the left hand side. Fix it. No, I agree with you. Yes.
But do I love it? Yeah, yes. I think it's
Yeah.
nice to see. Well, yeah, certainly it's good to see good people being good, because I just try and be good in general. And bad people can be bad, knowing they can take advantage of good people being good. Unfortunately, right? So it takes one criminal in Canada to walk up to a non-locked house. That's why you lock your house, because one dickhead can ruin it for everybody. You know, but then you hope they don't. For me, I'd give this, and again, it's now just not on the chart, obviously, because people are putting stuff where they want. I'd probably say a B. You know, but I just like ships and tech and stuff more.
I'd probably put it as an A because it is a good message.
Until you get like DS9, where it's more grey.
Yeah. Royston Bailey says you guys should have love, like, don't care, and hate. Yeah, we should have made a new chart for this, but we didn't have time. But yeah, that would be a good idea to have a chart like that for future stuff.
Ooh.
We could do it. We could do it per episode. We could do it per series. We could do a whole bunch of stuff in that regard. So we need to make a new chart with those instead of the letters.
And that's interesting. Yeah, just 3 lines. Good. Like, you know, yeah.
Well, 4 lines. Love, like, don't care, and hate.
Ah, okay, don't care. Yeah. Okay, sort of really streamline the messaging to whatever it happens to be about.
Yes.
Okay.
It's like marry, fuck, or kill.
There you go. That's the new live. Next week, characters in Star Trek. Vote now. Wow, people voting people put into Nix 5 times, and every time they're saying kill. It's a very weird live. 8 Neelixes in one thing. It's like, gosh, guys. Anyway,
I also don't think everyone deserves to. Every poll needs to have a like, but don't love it, because that's filling up pretty quick. Because this one with 37 votes, 46% say I like it, but I don't like. I like it, but I don't love it.
I think that's the most important one though, because it's up to people to say. Because like yesterday, you've had nothing you loved, right? So I want the love factor to be the truest win. Because remember, the ones that won such a high margin that they were clear. So if they're not loved instantly, that's the question I'm asking people, right? Where's that line? Just make them real small, Stuart. Make them real small.
I will eventually, but right now I don't want to.
Excellent.
So shut up. I just don't want that being full, and there's a couple things in S. That's not how this chart should be looking. That's all I'm saying.
Just a new chart, right? It's a new idea. That's interesting. That's a really interesting metric, though. That's really interesting. Yeah.
And Royston says he feels heard. Absolutely. We take suggestions from you guys all the time. You guys are always, even if you don't even know it, you're saying things in the regular chat that sparks an idea in us to do a live down the road.
Oh, yes.
Trust me, we're always paying attention to what you guys are saying.
Hashtag Stuart thought about it first.
Yes.
That's how it works, right?
Sure.
And we've said many times, this is a community. You know, that's why we love doing these lives and being part of it, and you know, have that communication. It's a community. You know, you guys hang out with us, we hang out with you, build up to it, or build. Yeah, it's nice.
All right. BJ throws in $2, which gets topped up by Robert Buckley to the $5. It says bridge drama. Now, what do you mean by bridge drama? That's my question. What does that mean? Does that mean like I want to sit in the captain's chair today? No, you can't.
Well, put my picture, Stuart.
Fine. That's extreme bridge drama. That's like, I don't agree with your decision to whatever. I'm gonna phaser you.
It's the first thing that came to my mind as being a good summary.
Harsh.
There's a lot of drama in this shot, but can anyone tell us what episode this is from? Because it's very specific. I'm sure you know, Stuart.
Not specifically. That's is that Naomi's mom in the background? Or just some rando?
What episode is it? What episode is this, guys?
What episode is this, guys? He looks pissed. Bruh, look at that face.
As if someone's betraying him. Is that a good hint?
Tuvok.
Well, I mean, there is that blooper of him falling. This could be that. Yeah, this is the worst case scenario. This is when they mutiny, and so he's shooting, and so there's scenes where they just shoot people on the bridge. Bridge drama. Oh, so mutinying.
Extreme bridge drama, but I don't know specifically what he was going for when he said bridge drama.
Yeah, because I was trying to think what bridge, the ribbing of. No, this is the discussion portion where you guys vote, but the ribbing of Spock by Bones, is that bridge drama? It's well-meaning but also meaning banter. Is that drama? The other visual came to mind when quick fire. Got to think of these again. It's silly, but it's drama. Was when they lose their memories and Worf and them all not knowing who they are, that they get a little bit more tense and a bit more aggressive. That's drama, right? But it's the Force Canadian thing. So TNG is not really drama filled. DS9 doesn't have any bridge scenes overall because the Ops isn't really a bridge, and there's not that much drama there. It is an interesting question. I'm not exactly sure either.
Yeah,
it's an open topic.
So if BJ, if you can clarify, and when you put the stuff in as well, super chats and PayPal's, if you can clarify something specifically, so we know what you're talking about. So
yeah, because to help to translate it to the fine audience. Etc. etc. etc.
Janeway gets it. Janeway gets what? The drama? Don't know what you mean, BJ. You have failed us, sir.
Has he failed this city? It's an error reference.
Yes.
But even just the concept, do you love bridge drama?
Depends on the drama.
Yep.
If you're talking like CW drama,
ooh,
like some of the Starfleet Academy stuff, it's a little bit childish and like love triangle-y. I don't give a fuck. I really don't care. But what do you mean by drama? Because usually the bridge crew gets along fairly well. There's not a lot of drama on the bridge. I don't know. I don't know what you mean.
And Classic has a good joke that I'll much easier to find. Thank you. But it's a specific scene, and it does make sense when we get there. So I commend him for a good joke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I think drama on the bridge with aliens, A+. Love it. All right, there's a lot of the storytelling. But I would not say I love to see, let's say, Troy and Worf arguing on the bridge. I guess, okay, there you go. I have got two examples. When Ro, Deanna, and O'Brien, Ro's drama.
Disaster.
That's drama on the bridge. Absolutely is. And then when the Beverly in Command, the Sun episode, or the Borg Sun episode, there's the guy disagreeing with Beverly. That is drama on the bridge. Very.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't say I love those, but because they're so rare, they are refreshing. So I would say I like them, but I don't love them. But they're so rare, I have to think about it if you're being literal.
Yeah, I do like those ones. Another one is the battle bridge where Geordi's in charge.
Yeah.
Where the ship is separated. He shouldn't be in charge because of his rank, but that's fine. There's other people on the ship. It's fine.
Fine, but not great.
BJ throws in a $5 super chat. I don't know if this is to clarify what we're talking about or a new thing, but he says what JJ doesn't like: dialogue and debate by officers.
Oh, that's definitely a new one.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
We'll get there. But as for this one with the bridge drama, 39 votes. 44% say I like it, but I don't love it. I don't like that as an option anymore. That's really annoying me now.
Is it causing everywhere?
Yeah, it is. Coarse and rough and irritating. And it's getting in the NA category.
Okay, new poll incoming. Should we continue this category?
We shouldn't. I have spoken. All right, we're going to swap back to PayPal for a moment. Which I'm sure we have one because Sam was talking to Classic. Classic for real also loves bridge drama. One scene in particular when Kirk and Picard teamed up against Soren. Now that's bridge drama. Oh, he killed Kirk. The bridge on Kirk. Bridge too far.
Yeah. Bridge drama.
A bridge over the river Kirk. Oh.
Bridge drama.
Dun dun dun.
But vote now. We'll give you guys a brief second on the poll. Read it out, Stuart, while I find the next one.
But I don't want to read. You're so mean to me. I like, but I don't love it. Should we continue it as an option? Yes or no?
Do you want to count us down like 30 seconds? People can vote right away.
Sure, 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
Oh, I love it. So unhelpful.
13,
Just change the metric for every single one. That's great.
14, 15,
I like
16, 17.
See, if you were Data, right, you could do that
18.
joke, but have it still line up with 30 seconds. You just mistime everything. And that would be that.
20, 21, 22,
I
23,
like
24,
that.
25,
I'm a fan of this bit. This is a good bit.
26, 27, 28.
You know that thing. You know
29.
that thing where you're hugging your partner and they say, "Right, only a few more seconds because you got to go," and then you count. This is what I do. You count down, then you get to 1. They say 0.9, 0.85,
Oh, yeah.
0.8.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm still counting down. You have to stay until
30.
you finish. What's the result?
We should keep the category. All right, so everything's just going to go in the NA category from now on. We'll just not. Why even have a chart? You people are going to drive me to drink.
That's a different live stream.
Yeah. There it goes. Shrink everything down so nobody can see it because it's so fucking small. And we'll fit everything in this NA category because that's obviously the only answer that anything should be, right? Yes, of course. Perfect. Awesome. All right. So bridge drama. This is the bridge drama. I don't know what you mean specifically. Just the scene?
Yes. The drama on this particular bridge.
Well, there's the fighting Soren. There's the bridge collapsing and killing Kirk. There's a lot of drama that happens here.
Mm-hmm.
Dun dun dun.
So, but I'm not including A or S. Because if this is even remotely as high as the camaraderie of exploration and positive in the galaxy, you know,
Gonna be NA. So why even bother?
I don't know. I don't know. Man, I really wish I could refilm this movie. You know, just rescript it a bit.
Well, all you have to do is invent time travel, go back, get the gig to direct it, and fix it.
I've told you this a couple of times, I think, and why you guys vote. If I had time travel, step 1, right? You go and get money. Cool. But that's for step 2. Step 2, I would vote the poll, guys. And remember, submit via PayPal or Super Chat. The next couple would love to get a few more in because we only got one more. Submit, guys. Having fun. Let us know. So yeah, get money. But then what I do is I would time travel to Desilu Studio, I guess mid-season 2 of TOS, and you know, I'd be in a fancy suit and I'd look nice and I'd speak English. They'd give me in the door and I'd walk up to the security man. I'd knock and say, and they'd say, "What do you want?" I'd say, "I want to talk to the people who own the studio," whatever, you know, whatever, and show the wad of cash, you know, cash. I'd get in the room with Gene or whoever's there and I'd say, "Hello, I would like to give you," and then just work out how much money would be a lot. I'd say, "I would like to give you this much money in cash, and I would like to hire the entire cast and crew for a week to film an episode that I would like to film myself. Here is all of the cash." And they would not say no, would they? Because, you know,
Maybe contractually they have to say no.
well, maybe, but then maybe on the off season, there's definitely a way you could make that work. So I'd write it, I'd go and I'd film it on my cameras, so they'd be confused as to why I'm using such small cameras. But I'd say, "Here's money to not ask questions," you know. Just film the scene, Shatner. I'm filming it on this camera that's less than the size of your briefcase. Film it all, get it all done. hang out with them offset, whatever, and then come back to now, edit it, and release it.
The last episode.
Mm-hmm. And it would obviously look AI because it'd be so, film for real, that would be my time travel like perfect thing. Film a new TOS. Now, TNG, yes, probably as well, but TOS, to see them do new material in their peak on the sets as they were with a new camera, time travel. And then stop world hunger and war, but that first. Well, that second after the money. Yeah. That makes sense, guys? What do you think?
Well, with 32 votes, guess what? This one's not applicable, so NA.
This one was probably getting up there anyway, because I don't know if I love these scenes. I like the gag of redo the punch kick. You're not the captain.
Who are you?
Yeah, that's a good gag. But they film it so many. Like I was trying to find stills. There's so many close-ups because it's easy to film. Them they didn't even get necessarily the full effect of that.
Cool. All right, next up we've got Robert Buckley with $5. Starfleet ship designs.
That's
I think you mean it can be any era, I would assume.
And that's an image from a different
eras.
slide, Stuart, from the one above. I was prepped. If you want to grab one of those, so yeah, any era.
No, I don't really want to.
Yeah, any just Federation ship designs.
Any Federation ship design.
Starfleet ship designs. Very broad idea. And we are ship lovers here, so. And I think this one does not deserve the category of like but don't love. Not even giving
especially on Trekyards.
Especially on Trekyards, yeah. I have self-respect for our brand.
But it also shouldn't be S, because S is super full right now. Compared to the rest of the fucking chart.
I do love them, though. I love them real much.
Sure, yeah.
Go for it, Stuart.
What can I say? It's the reason that this channel exists. It's the reason I have this Intrepid class. It's the reason... So many great ships, so many great fan designs, Starfleet battles, FASA. Like, my God, people love the ships. They love the technology. This is an S. It's a simple S. It's as simple as that. And yeah, any era. I mean, didn't see a lot in the original TOS, but then of course we got Starfleet battles and stuff, which expanded on that and made TOS designs and kit bashes, and it was just CGI models, physical models. My God, man, toys, miniatures, ships. S for ships. Perfect.
Yeah, I mean they inspired a generation, No, it's one of those things that's a big part of why we're all here. There's something about the Starfleet aesthetic which hit us all over the head like a bag of bricks, and the fact that we've seen dozens and dozens of variations on a theme, many of them also being truly iconic as well. The sci-fi-ness, the crispness, the variety, the over-detail, the under-detail. Yeah. There's lots of sci-fi universes, and this is one of Star Trek's biggest sellable things. There aren't, not every show has ships you want to buy and have on your desk, but Star Trek's always been a very ship-centric thing. I mean, would you want to? I mean, if you could somehow chart the metrics right, do you think figures of Kirk or Spock or McCoy or the Enterprise have outsold each other as being the top most sellable in any form? Starting like shirts with their visuals as well, you could do that as well. But what do you think? The ship iconography or those three iconography or anyone in particular as just the most sold representation?
I want to say ship, but I don't know if that's true. Like we've talked about many times before, Spock stuff sells.
Mm-hmm.
It's just bumper stickers to
Yeah.
everything. Like Spock doing this.
Yeah.
It's a thing. Even people that don't know anything about Star Trek know what that is. So,
But would more
I
people
want to say ships, but I can't.
but for the Enterprise specifically, I think it would just be because there are people today who TOS is still their favorite or second favorite, but they'll buy Enterprise classic merch, who would never buy Spock or Kirk merch because the ship. Whereas if you're a TOS fan, you would either which way because you love it. You know, I'd obviously rather buy ship merch over Kirk and Spock merch because that's Trekyards, right? And probably it's easier to put the Enterprise on a shirt than a person. I just find people on shirts less entertaining. They'd probably be quite close, right?
Yeah.
Whereas you got like Darth Vader for Star Wars. That's a visual, right? That's on.
Well, he's part ship, part man. He's got that mechanical aspect to him, right?
So that kind of that slants, you know. Wouldn't be surprised. I mean, would I be surprised? I don't know. Would I be surprised if C-3PO is on more shirts and merch than Millennium Falcon? Don't know.
R2-D2 certainly is.
That's what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, I love them very much. Starfleet ships. Big fan.
It was 100% for quite a while.
Was it? Oh, I wasn't even looking. Oh, that's fun.
But somebody had to fuck that up. So with 28 votes, S wins with 93%. A stonking victory.
It is interesting though. I was giving well, you pitched it and I refined it. The concept of this, it's almost worth doing a version of this which is just like or love. There's no just the two, you know, which is what we're finding here, just the two categories. Because I wonder if, because we're giving people a choice, it's like a vote, right? The most single winner is not representative of the whole. So if you said like or love, there are only two options, then maybe you like, you know, or love them in different metrics. It's probably worth doing as a it'll be a different result again, I'd say.
Well, that's why love, like, don't care, and hate are perfect, the four of them.
Yeah, because hate would barely be used, and that's fine. Yeah.
Yes. What a boring chart. I'm very disappointed in all of you. Oh, have we though?
Keep super chatting in, guys. Ones that might be mid love or low love. Yes. All right, next.
Next up is BJ with $5 and says,
That's
what
right.
JJ doesn't like, dialogue and debate by officers. Ah, yes. You had to get a widescreen shot, didn't you? It's not going to fit at all.
But I got the whole
In
table,
this
Stuart.
category.
Look, it's summarized at the table. Debate.
All right, I'm going to cut out data because,
Who likes that guy?
yeah, he never offers anything of use or value in a discussion.
It's always a goddamn deflector pulse, isn't it? Data. Well, I will admit, it's embarrassing how many Trek fan films get solved by deflector pulses because that's how you do a lot of things in Trek.
Or reversing the polarity of something.
Less common, but just deflector is useful. It's a tool.
Or quantum. Quantum is the answer. Put quantum in front of or behind anything. Fixes it. We have quantum dish tabs upstairs for our dishwasher. Fucking makes our dishes clean. It's amazing. Quantum will solve everything.
It makes them temporally clean. And not temporarily,
Sure.
temporally.
Yes, absolutely. They're clean 5 days ago. It's amazing.
But then when they also be dirty?
No,
4 days.
don't think too hard about it.
That would be actually
They're
really
clean.
That would be very
They're
interesting.
also clean 15 days in the future.
What about 13 days?
I said 15.
Oh, but what about 13?
Well, it's not the Omega 13.
Sorry. I shouldn't have got me that much. That wasn't that funny. That made me laugh. Oh, God.
Perfect. Yes. So how much you guys love dialogue, debate, and conversation? Yeah, the way that they
I didn't
sort
put
out
dislike
problems-
here because this is definitely a love. This is such a core portion of Trek. Sorry.
Yep. The way a lot of these things are rectified by the arguments and or discussions of the Starfleet personnel that are highly trained often disagree with each other, and usually the captain has the last say, are very well done. Let's be honest. Um, and you're right, Royce or BJ. JJ doesn't like a lot of that shit. It's all action. So, and that's what's missing from some new Trek stuff is just well-written dialogue instead of crazy, ridiculous techno babble. It doesn't make any goddamn sense, which is what Discovery did a lot of the time. And not well. Like technobabble can be it's a useful aid. It's a good tool if you use it properly. And yeah. Yeah, I mean it's what Star Trek's built on. Good writing, good dialogue, good characters, discussion. Right? Yes.
Yeah, it's talking, conversation should be a principle versus action in most cases, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even if the conversation leads to action, the conversation is important. A-okay, right? Knowing what to do, what not to do, how not to do. And, it's not a sign of a bad officer to delegate to your crew. So listening and learning and liaising with them is important. It really is. And also you're in theory you've brought in all these officers because they're incredible. So, listen to them.
Yep. Highly trained. Many in specialities that you don't have.
Mm-hmm. In theory.
Yep. From writers who actually read books. Indeed.
Some, yes.
BJ says, that is bridge drama or briefing room or ready room drama. It's all on bridge level. Yes.
Yeah, no, I think it's a great. They've had so many excellent scenes that shouldn't be excellent. You know what I mean? Just because of this, but it's like, yep. Yeah. The good stuff. Mm-hmm. I've enjoyed them, as have you.
I mean, nice of you to think so.
No.
All right, let's
what
see.
People saying?
39 votes. S wins with 41%. Second place was tied between A and D. Oh, but now we have another vote. So now A is winning, or not A is winning. A is in second place with 22%. D at 20% and C at 17%. But S wins at 40%.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. But guys, we're about another 50 minutes. We'd love to get, as we say, a couple of PayPals, 2 for 1. So if you want to put in 4, there's only 2. Put in right now. Lots to cover.
Next up, we got Barry F with $5. He says future tech such as replicators, phasers, tricorders, etc. Hell yeah, that's going to be another S. So why do we even have a chart today? Anyway, yes, future tech is amazing. Things that make life immensely easier. Being able to replicate any food you want as much as you want. Have a holodeck. Any scenario you can imagine on the holodeck. Phasers, I mean, phasers can be used as tools, so that's a good one as well. But yeah, I mean, what would we do with replicators? We could feed the hungry. We could solve most of Earth's problems. Really, transporter tech the same, being able to move people from shitty areas of the planet to better ones. Yeah, technology is fantastic, and there's so much good technology in Star Trek. Some of it's come true. I mean, communicators turned into cell phones, pads turned into iPads. Replicators, not so much yet, but we're getting there. Hopefully, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, and even the idea of a transporter, the fact that the only reason the transporter came about is because they didn't want to film landing scenes for the ship because it'd be too fucking expensive, so they created this technology just out of thin air that kills you every chance it gets and reassembles you in a kind of a weird, you know, dead puppet zombie kind of way. Anyway, yeah, I mean, and that's something that now is a thing that scientists will eventually try to replicate and make real as a result. And it was all because of a TV show. I'm sure somebody else would have thought of it, but the idea that sets Star Trek apart from a lot of other sci-fis is the transporters. Orville doesn't have them. Like so many others don't have transporters. Star Wars doesn't have them. Like, because it's kind of a silly concept when you think about it, because it brings up the whole question, moral moral debate, like the Tuvix thing we have in S tier here, of does it kill you each time it disassembles your body and then reassembles you? Such a weird concept that you wouldn't necessarily think would be a great idea, but it solves so many problems. And yeah, I think that's fantastic. Yeah.
Oh yeah, future tech is unfortunately sort of everything in Trek. You know, the fact that they can walk around on a ship in space and have gravity, future tech. The fact that they can have spacesuits, they can go out for a long space of time with no visible air and mag boots, that's future tech. Right? Because like you said, them living, because they're eating, most crews are eating computer created food and drink their entire career. Future tech. They're breathing air that probably has been made as well. Future tech. They're having lots of sex on they're using the holodeck. Future tech. And given how boring, relatively speaking, boring the sets are, the holodeck and such, that ability to get out, you know, that is, you know, it's giving people the sanity to do their job. So future tech, you know, it would be very interesting to actually, well, quite interesting to take an episode of Trek and put it in a naval base or a aircraft carrier kind of thing, but simpler, like a naval base on land, with just the walls, the room, and the basic stuff, and everything's really, really basic. Same story, and would it, maybe in the same dialogue, would it translate as well, or does the fact that it's sci-fi tech help elevate it? Which it does, but would it feel notably weaker without that extra sci-fi oomph? Right? Because even something as simple as Equinox, I say simple as, if you swapped that for killing possums for coal to make your house warm, right? Is that ethical just to go into the ground, you know, summon possums and kill them for fuel? You could but it doesn't quite feel as, because they're not sentient in the same way. You know, it adds in a layer to it because they're aliens we don't understand versus just possums. There you go, Stuart. I added some nonsense to the conversation that might or might not make it more interesting.
And so did Scott Bakula as my dad. He says sliding doors turned into sliding doors. Yes. Auto open sliding doors. They're everywhere now.
Yeah, it'd be weird not to see them in a lot of places because they're thinking, gosh, the hell's wrong with this place? Well, I say that, but
right,
they're not in commercial homes. I wonder when that's going to become a thing. I mean, they're unnecessary, obviously, but also if we've had them... See, I always associate them with banks. Banks have had opening sliding doors for... You know what I mean? That's, you know, supermarkets, they wouldn't all the time. I hope banks got them first. Banks have money, clearly. All money.
Wow, they have your money, yes. Robert Buckley threw a gift 5 Trekyards memberships, so thank you.
Thanks so much,
Robert, and welcome Gotham PX, Mr. Tommy Pickles, sorry, Russ
You're
Warren
welcome.
and Shin Martin. Welcome to the channel, guys. Thank you, Robert, for gifting the memberships. We much appreciate that.
Very kind. Use the bonuses, guys. Use the bonuses.
Yes.
Spam the emojis right now, or forever hold your peace until the next live. Then you can do it again.
Yes.
Yes.
Which will be tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for my first reaction to the next episode of Starfleet Academy.
I hope it's good.
And of course, Friday, Join us for the complete review and breakdown at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Right
I
here.
hope it's good. It had better be, because it's already up for this jerk. In the chat right now, are you guys excited for Academy? Let us know in the chat below. Below.
He's asking you to blow. 25 people here, 35 likes. Hit that like button, guys, if you haven't already. Let's try to get the likes up to 40 if we can.
Last year, you're so inappropriate sometimes.
And May says that's a mouthful, laughy face. I mean, yes it is. Anyhow, yes.
Future Tech.
I don't believe in the results of this because it's bullshit. 40%, or sorry, 40 votes, 40% tied right now between S and I don't give a shit, essentially. Also, second place is also tied between A and B. See what I mean?
Stuart, I'm going to give you the power of veto. Where would you like to place it? Democracy has been overturned for this brief moment.
There's only one place to put it, and that's S. I mean, the technology is what makes Star Trek one of the cool things. Come on, without the technology, there wouldn't be as much coolness in Star Trek, let's be honest.
Well, there also wouldn't be a Star Trek. What are you guys, some kind of Star Trek? Yes.
Yes.
That is exactly what we are, Mr. Cochran. We are a Star Trek.
Yes, he said it. He said it. Roll credits.
Some kind of Star Trek. Yeah.
So, do we want to tweak the board now? Because it definitely needs tweaking. We did say at the beginning we were going to have veto power over a lot of this stuff, and we haven't used it. I think we need to delineate some of this stuff.
That's what I normally vote for. Okay. One second. As in, I'm just going to poll for this.
Okay. Hit that like button if you haven't already, guys. Keep the super chats and the PayPals coming. Remember, PayPal is 2 for 1. So put in $5, you get to choose 2 things. And yeah. $5 super chat, same thing. Get to choose 1 thing though. Just saying.
You guys know it helps a lot. Yes.
Dum.
It makes us go. So vote now, guys. Now, do you look at this board and see some very clear delineationableness?
Oh yes, yes indeed. I can move 1 thing right now, if you'd like.
Ooh. Color me intrigued, Joe. Color me intrigued.
I mean, move Starfleet's vision of like being the white hat heroes to A, because I think it's a very important detail to not always shoot first and ask questions later. Starfleet is very much not that. And as a result, I think that's a really good message to send, you know.
But not S, is what you're saying.
Right. Yes. Correct.
And this is the best kind of thing. So it is amazing, but not that amazing.
Correct.
Well, yeah.
That's one.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to think about it so much. You know, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you want to move?
Well, I mean, the poker scene clearly isn't as good as the absurdities of some other things, right? All Future Tech and a couple of poker scenes. They are strikingly not the same in terms of cool factor. In terms of love factor, I would put the poker down to a D in this sort of list, right? Of best. But that is just me, right?
Poker with my D. I hardly know her.
What?
That's just funny. It was. Don't say it wasn't, because you'd be wrong.
Okay. What about you? Where would you delineate the delineations now?
For the pokers,
well, for everything.
You want me to change another one?
I mean, if you think there is one that stands out as being a
Yeah, sure.
Oh.
Yeah, absolutely. I would go with the model shots of the ship. Probably at a B because I'm a modeler and I like physical models. And
Mm.
TOS one's not so great, but I mean we've had other really good miniature work in Star Trek and TNG and the movies and stuff like that, which is really great. If we're just summing that one up as miniature work, actually I probably put it at A now that I've talked myself into that. Because there's been some great miniature work, let's be honest.
I mean, as given to us, it was just TOS, so I would say I like it, don't love it
Yes.
still. So as given, I would keep it where it is. If it's all model shots, then I would say
Yeah, okay, you're
love.
right. Yep, you're right.
Because model
As
shots,
you
I mean,
tend
model
to do.
shots, they tried so damn hard, you know. And there's some really exceptional model shots in First Contact, and you wouldn't think there were, but there were.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that scene where they launch the escape pods. Yes, the escape pods are CG, but the ship is model,
Oh.
which is crazy because obviously you know they couldn't have made a model that would survive that close that long, right? So they knew model.
Mm-hmm.
But then they had to motion track on all the escape pods onto a moving CGI model with parallax, and it was an amazing. There's like a featurette about it. And it's like that is, yeah, really difficult because yeah, it's really difficult, and you wouldn't think much of it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just some escape pods launching. It's like no, listen to what you just said. Yes, it's some escape pods launching. How? Exactly. Yeah. But also that's how,
Um,
you know, they realized the only way they could at detail level is do that. So it all kind of makes sense. It's just like, yeah, it's that good.
yeah. So the other three that are in A right now, I don't know if I want to move because the bridge scene drama, haha, funny. The scripts, that was kind of cool, but at the same time, I really don't care. And
Mm-hmm.
the other bridge drama with Chakotay firing, which we still didn't get a clear answer as to what bridge drama was being talked about there. So I think all that stuff's fair to stay in NA.
Mm-hmm.
You agree?
I'm good with that. Yeah, because I mean, bridge drama sounds good, but the fact that I was unable to come up with a few for Beverly, etc., kind of represent
Mm.
okay, but okay, and in a fine way. Just what does it mean exactly? And that's okay. But also, what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So this right here beside me, it looks a lot better now. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? What you got going on? That's how this chart should have looked.
Mm. Mm.
Shame on you guys. Oh, here we go. You anything you need to change? Move it to S. Moral dilemmas, important. Discussion points for years to come. Yes. Ships, obviously yes. Good dialogue. Clearly yes. And all the future tech.
Okay, put it this way, right? Oh, where's the?
What?
Oh no, yeah, you did delineate. Yeah, it was the Gorn one that was similar to S, and you delineated those two. That's what I was thinking. The two that
Yes.
are so similar, there should be some differentiation. And you have right. Cool. I was just it disappeared, and
Yep.
I didn't see where because it's there.
Bruh, I'm already there. I'm already on it. I got you. I got you.
You got me, son.
Yeah.
Oh, Stuart,
Got you.
did you see the new
Got you,
scary
fam.
movie trailer? Did you see?
No.
Oh, do you guys like scary movie? Or
I love the
Scream?
scary movie parodies, yeah.
Yeah, I thought the trailer looked great. They got all the main cast back who are, you know, Anna Faris, love
No.
Anna Faris. It's good to see her back.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen the scary movie trailer yet. I need to check that out.
And of course, some cast look very much younger, of a different complexion. Look really freaking good still. Another
Nice.
complexion look a lot older. Everyone put on weight though, it's fine. Good to
Raj
see again.
says, this is why I mentioned long ago to have three separate rankings, one for the audience, one for Stuart, and one for Sam to compare the contrast, to compare and contrast. Yes, that would be very cluttered on screen, but we could switch between maybe, but And it's nothing quite like seeing it on screen to compare, right? So
Yeah, that I do agree in concept, but how would you do polls? Would it be per
well, polls would be for the
audience?
audience,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we'd rank them where we do that. And sometimes we do move your rankings around at the end to fall more in line with where we think they should be. We don't always agree on those. We kind of have to, you know.
That's worth doing. That would be interesting for certain things where we know there'd be a disparity. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like phases and uniforms. That would be interesting to see. Just cluttered.
Ship designs.
Well, ship designs, yeah. And we'll see who's right.
Well, any one of us could be right. I don't know what you and the audience would be doing, but
being right? What?
No. See, only one of us can be right, I said.
Oh, I agree with you.
Yeah. It's clearly me, is what I'm saying. Obviously.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's a whole poll by itself. Who's more right, me or Stuart? Oh no. It's not getting to that dangerous territory. They just won't vote. They'll refuse the poll. It's like, oh. You're not even voting for the people who are right here.
Yeah. So if anybody wants anything else to put on this list, throw in a super chat or a PayPal, we'll definitely do that. Remember, PayPal is 2 for 1.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you do PayPal, right?
Right? Maybe they don't have PayPal. That's why they don't do PayPal.
That is fair.
Yeah.
But because I use it all the time. We use it all the time. I refer to like Amazon Prime. I don't know why you wouldn't have Amazon Prime because it's so useful.
Exactly. I have Amazon Prime. Get things the same day sometimes. Plus, you also get Prime to watch all the shows.
Yeah, I don't really watch that. I don't really watch much of that. But yeah, just the getting stuff.
I do. So shut up. Stargate SG-1 is on Prime now, so I'm watching it.
Where are you up to?
Episode 4.
So you stopped BSG, you finished BSG?
Still watching BSG. I'm alternating. Watching one episode one night to one, and then BSG, and then that way they're delineated in my fucking mind. It's not a binge watch. Where they bleed together. Gets time to process them, then watch something else, just like TV used to be.
I was about to say, it's what we did every week. We watched different nights, same week, but yeah, it's what we did.
This binge watching is awesome, but it's also at the same time not. Especially when you have to review things like we do here. I'm like, I watched it. I know I did. I don't remember any of it.
I was there.
Watch 4 or 5. Yeah, if you watch 4 or 5 episodes a night, or 3 or 4 episodes, whatever, and you're also messing with your phone, you're talking with your spouse, whatever, you miss shit. So
yeah, binges. There's definitely an energy from binging because the story is so much more visceral. But then we watched Fallout in 3 segments, with Bridgerton in 3 segments. We've got a few left. But then it's which episode was that? Where you can't really remember because you don't structurally. But that's different modern TV to old TV, right? They were intended to watch weekly. Nowadays, yeah.
Well, it's meant to be binge, with only 10 episodes or whatever.
Yeah. But then we watched.
Streaming's different than broadcast.
But then for the Bridgerton one, I forgot the end of the previous episode. We watched it 3 weeks ago, because while it was great at the moment, it wasn't quite as punchy. Now I'd watched 2.5 hours of it or whatever. Then same, what was the end? Oh yeah, or that subplot that if you watch it binge to binge, you remember it. But oh yeah, that was a subplot. What? How do you not remember it? You just watch. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
The poll says yes by 100%. Stuart, Trekyardians should rework the board. 100%. Thank you guys for all voting yes to we should work the board, because we did. So I'm glad you guys voted yes 100%. That's what I see, Stuart. I mean, as we discussed a second ago, I'm always right. So in these polls,
well,
We
I mean,
discussed this, right?
as
I said.
it's true, yeah. As let's see here. Glenn the Five says, for the record, Sam is 9 times out of 10 more correct than Stuart. So, yeah, I'm only correct like once out of 10. So, you are correct, sir. I bow to your superior awesomeness.
It's just the British. We just have an 8 cents of right and wrong.
It's very true. Yes, I'm like British light, being Canadian, so it's close, but not quite there. And compared to Americans, they're just always wrong. Compared to both of us.
Man, when we went to Vegas, the amount of injury lawyers billboards was basically every single. It was easily 75%. Would that be fair to say?
Oh yeah, when we were driving from our place to the airport in Detroit, once you got across the border, all injury lawyer billboards. Yep, 100%.
It's like
in Vegas, not so much. Vegas has a whole bunch of other stuff to look at, but
yeah. In the journey, I meant in the trip. I was like, how is there this many people anyway who need this?
The culture that they sue each other because they don't have medical care, so they need to get their medical bills paid somehow. It's a vicious cycle, unfortunately.
Yeah. But Stuart, since we haven't really had any modern Trek, I threw in this bad boy, or this bad girl, or this bad computer program. Sam, how much do you love Sam? This Sam. SAB or I like but I don't love. Let us know.
How much do you love what?
Sam from Academy.
Oh.
You know, gotta give them a little bit of love, you know.
You know what? She was a character I was worried about going in that was going to annoy me based on the trailers and stuff we had seen. And she hasn't. Yes, she's very naive. She's very like childlike, but I find her not as annoying as she could be. I know a lot of people have latched onto the fact that she's quote unquote annoying, but I don't think so at all. Especially in the context of what her character is. It'll be interesting moving forward though, because now she's got a dad and 17 years of growing up that she can fall back on to know about things. So very interesting how it's played moving forward. But I don't have a problem with Sam. I really thought I would. You know, most of the Sams I know are annoying assholes, but I expected that from her as well. However, she's won me over, unlike other Sams. I'm looking for something to bring up, so just you can talk now.
Vote now. I'm going to talk on 25-ish minutes. I mean, there's obviously loads left to include. I mean, gosh, love things. There is bridges, like I said, as in real bridges. There's uniforms. There's specific props. There's characters. I mean, Sam's their equivalent, but there's episodes, cliffhangers.
We talked about music earlier.
Yeah. I challenge somebody to put in one of the movies that they, like, for example, I love Insurrection's music because it's so damn listenable. Whereas a lot of other ones, like Star Trek 4 is great, but so many of the pieces are tied to moments so much that's it, right? It's that moment. Same with the Doomsday Machine. Those tracks you can't use for anything else. Those are the Doomsday Machine tracks. They are super tied in, right? Which was funny how I did a film, was your film actually, and I was I had to use, well, I didn't have to, but it made sense to use like the Romulan theme, but they reused the Romulan theme for something else. But it made sense, but it was actually, in my head it was something else, but it's both, but it's because they reused it for something else. So I was like, oh, okay, and what I thought was a Romulan theme is actually the Klingon theme, I think. But that's just happenstance of, I think da 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 da. I think that's actually Klingon theme. It's like, what? The Romulan's really specific. Because but it's used in different ways, so it kind of tricks your brain, my brain, into whatever.
The results of this poll today, Junior, 24 votes B is winning with 58%, which is surprising me immensely,
Mm-hmm.
which is good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice. Good for you, Sam. You got some love in the chat. Very nice.
So B it is. Boom, boom, boom. Now I'm going to bring in mine because
Mm-hmm.
I feel like doing so. This is the way. Paste. So I'm going to talk about the episodic format of Star Trek. Episodic as opposed to streaming. Do you like episodic Star Trek? Where we get 26 episodes a week, where they're not all serialized, where they're individual stories, where you can delineate what the hell is going on. That's what we're talking about right now and voting on. Episodic Star Trek as opposed to serialized Star Trek. And I know there's Deep Space Nine and stuff in here.
I was about to say, to be clear, you're now excluding DS9 for the most part, excluding Enterprise, over half Enterprise, and excluding most modern Trek.
Yeah,
all of
but there's
Prodigy, cut season
Nope, they've
1,
still-
2, and 3.
No.
No, okay.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Because Deep Space Nine still had enough episodicness per episode to make them feel that way. Prodigy also is very episodic, very much so.
Okay, so which Trek are you actually excluding then?
None really. I mean,
Oh, okay.
Discovery for the most part, because they season 2 bookended things a little bit better, but overall it was just kind of trying to think. Strange New Worlds is episodic. Picard, all of Picard except for season 3, which is also not really episodic. So yeah, Picard is out. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about anymore. I quit.
Great. As I said, Sam is always right, so he is gonna give this one a double F. The rightness helps me know that this is very wrong. All right, if you are enjoying this brand new segment called Just Me, oh, he's back. I mean, hi. You weren't on headphones, were you? You were not listening to any of that, right?
No.
As I said, guys,
sure
we missed you.
I'm sure you were lamenting my loss, and you were inconsolable because you were so grief-stricken.
Well, those are some words I would say.
Sure.
Not in this context, but they are words I would say, yes.
Okay. For this one, I'm going to say any shows that have more than 10 fucking episodes a season. How about that?
Sure, I'm was your pick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So more designed at a time when episodic stories were the thing.
Broadcast versus streamed. There. How's that? Broadcast television versus streamed television. Broadcast television. Do you like it better?
Okay.
Although that was appointment viewing, you had to be there, you had to watch it or record it.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't just pull it up anytime you wanted to, like 5 months after it was released or 5 years after it was released to finally watch it because all your friends say you're going to like the show, you better watch it.
I mean, not that I would ever want this, but it'd be interesting to go back in time or to have brainwash wife abilities. And show them Deep Space Nine as a new fan, but do not do it. Skip things of importance, right? Approach like, I just couldn't watch for 2 weeks, and how it changes if you just miss stuff, like Worf reappearing. Like if he just is there all of a sudden, is the way the episodes are framed? Genuinely, would you be so broken that it wouldn't work? Or he's on the station. That's cool. Sure, right? Do you even need Q for Best of Both Worlds, right? In terms of, it's just an alien race that was there before. Okay. There's loads of those, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I really missed like more than 10 episodes, let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Although that would be really brutal for us to review 26 fucking episodes every week.
Every week?
Well, an episode every week for 26 weeks would be like, that's half a year, man.
But then we'd have a 3-month break, and then we know it happened again.
Yeah. And just be thankful that there's not like Deep Space Nine and Voyager on at the same time. And, you know,
That would be a lot, yeah. But we did have that with Orville and Discovery for a bit.
but still only 10 episodes, not 26. Yeah, we did have a time there where there's a lot of overlap.
Or Mandalorian wasn't quite the same. Mandalorian and it's always Discovery, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But then, yeah, but it would be interesting how our standards would have changed as well. How much
standards, Sam?
Well, I mean, I'm here with you, so it proves that.
That does prove that. Yeah.
There you go.
The
Yeah.
fact that I took time out of my day to be here. Oh, you meant you. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, because if you know it's 26 or 22 or 24, would you be, as in if we were doing this exact format back in TNG season 3 or Voyager season 4, whatever, with the fact there's so many episodes, would we genuinely say, oh, but it's fine, like, you're allowed to have a few stinkers, and would that acknowledgement be a genuine part of our review strategy, or would we still hold it to such a high standard? Because why not make it as good as possible when, you know what I mean?
Yes. I think we'd still hold it up to our standards, but at the same time, we would understand that you can make some screw ups when you have 26 episodes. And more character development episodes, which aren't always the best ones. When you have 10 episodes and you want good stories to tell, it's hard to chew up some of those episodes with shit, which a lot of these shows have done. So, yeah.
Yeah. Or they assume you like everyone better than we do.
Yeah. 27 people here, 37 likes. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Let's get those likes up to 40 if we can. And vote in the poll. We only have 18 votes. So I know it's a hard one to understand, but because I'm an idiot. It made sense in my head when I did it. But...
Well, no, yeah, the idea of, there is something truly special about Babylon 5 seasons sort of 2, 3, and 4. The continuous build and little bits and development, and when you get to the payoffs that's so well thought out, it's super satisfying. Whereas Episodic, how many TNG episodes have we seen? The answer is a lot, where it keeps going, and in the final 3 minutes they wrap it up in credits.
Yes.
And it's always a letdown.
Many.
Too many. Because they commit to the story and then they've done. But that also speaks to they should have, allowed for the runtime dependent on story. Orville did, right? Or a lot of modern shows do.
That's what streaming shows do, because they an hour and 5 minutes. Yeah.
Or Picard season 3, 36 minutes plus titles, credits, and last time on.
Bro, I forgot all about that shit.
There's like a 37 episode with like 31 minutes of actual content here. So Jesus Christ.
Why'd you bring that up?
I know, you're welcome. So like that would be so interesting to see if TNG could actually get those needed 6 minutes back, right? I think it would radically change TNG. Then you wouldn't necessarily need serialized as much, because they could make sure Episodics had the breathing room they needed. Obviously, they misuse that various other times, because running to the format helps. Although then you ask, why is the constraint of movies a lot of 1 hour 30? That's an artificial constraint, right? But there's probably a reason for that, which is, through experience, that's how long bladders can last. There are things that are... There is reasons beyond reasons, right?
Yeah, audience retention,
I remember when I watched... and no one's paying super chats, guys. We're just vamping, because this is... You guys submit more, right? So this is, watched Blade Runner 2049, wherever it was. And it's a very long film. It's not a bad film, it's just quite a good film, but it's very long, and I'm in the fifth act. I'm like, I've been here for 2 hours and 10 minutes. I'm just gonna go pee. I'm fine with it, but I've been holding it for the last 40 minutes, and we're still in act 4.5, and it's fine. And I didn't miss anything. And my version of that with Rise of Skywalker, as you know, was the "We Fly Now" scene. When that shit showed up, like, I know this scene, I can leg it. And I came back, it was actually after the scene, so I didn't know how they got from there to there. They just teleported in my head because the scene from the was only so much. So I was still, and I've never gone back and watched that film again, so I still don't know that. I don't know there's like minute of like, I don't know how they got here. It doesn't matter. Fine. But we watched Avatar.
So they're here,
Yeah.
then my dick, then they're here.
It's true.
That's all you can. Yeah.
That's actually graphically true. But Avatar, same
Great.
thing. I was like, I sensed the story beat I was about to watch. I was like, I can pee right now. And I came back, and Mum turned to me and said, "You missed absolutely nothing. They're still in the same scene." And it was,
Yeah.
It got the point of the scene. It was fine. Didn't need to know it because it was, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, shit. What are people saying?
Well, with
Extra
21
time.
votes, S wins with 67%.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I would say S as well, because it allows you to tell more stories, to test what works, to focus on different things. You know, I like the idea of doing the Beverly story, the Picard story, not forcing them to be the hero, but force them to be the hero. They're all hero characters. You just got to give them hero time to be hero characters, right?
Yeah.
And I have an episodic. Most of my stuff's episodic, but I have a few. I have one serialized thing, as you know, Prodigy Reckoning, and you know, it's very serialized. Although they are all like Prodigy, they're all sub. There is a start and end to each story, but obviously there's more than that.
Yeah. Bum 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 bum. Maze says John Carpenter's The Thing is an absolute classic. I didn't watch The Thing until last month. I finally sat down and said, I'll watch The Thing because everybody keeps talking about how great it is. It's good. I need to rewatch it. But yeah.
Did you watch it in a glorious 4K, beautiful, sexy version?
No, just streaming service version.
You might pay for 4K.
Don't know what I watched then. All right, so Galileo 7.
The Shuttle specifically. Because this is not
set.
This explicit set. This is not the best set ever, right? And this is the question, right? Do you love it?
Are you supporting the GoFundMe for the Galileo landed Tech Hunter?
They don't need me. They already blew past their goals. They're
Oh,
rich.
Just I thought you were tying in with that somehow.
No, they don't need me for that. But good for them. Sounds great. Obviously, I wish the parking lot space was bigger because it won't fool anybody. It's a hangar. You know what I mean? It's not big enough for that. But it's cool though.
Yeah.
I liked when you posted your perk from Doug's campaign. That was nice. He must have signed so many people he just knew, you know.
Yeah, I was upset that I didn't get anything special, but I understand Phelps was signing like 400 things a day. He's like, yeah, I didn't see your name. I didn't read all the names. Because mine says Captain Foley, Trekyards. So he said, I can send you something extra if you want. I'm like, no. I just have to be a little note like, hey, Stewie, how's it going? Or something. But, you know, because he calls me Stewie, Captain Stewie. But anyway. So what are we talking about? Oh, the shuttle interior of Galileo 7. The interior that doesn't match the outside of the ship. Awesome. It's very plain, very 60s, very not amazing. I think on Strange New Worlds, they took this and made it so much better, so much more Star Trek. Like Strange New World version of the shuttle is an absolute goat as far as reimagined look goes. Because this is so simplistic. Those swivel type chairs, the little globe thing that swings out, windows with shutters. I don't know. There's no room for anything. Even the back, like the back area with the engineering is nothing. Everything's in the floor. Like Scotty even has to get in there with the phaser and like get under the floor. Like nothing would fit in there compared to based on the size. So I think it's a bit of a shit set, if I'm honest. It's one thing about TOS I didn't really enjoy was the inside of the shuttle. It's too simple. It's too simplistic.
But you are a TOS fanboy. How dare
Yep.
you say such things? Or are you honest and true to yourself? And that's an important part of your personality.
Sure.
Yeah, this is such a weird one. I commend them unreservedly for... We built a spaceship. Love that, right?
Did you though?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But... Limit. So that's what they had to work with, right? It's like the shuttle pod in TNG. I love they built it.
It's so much better though.
Well, yes. Even though it's literally
Smaller and so much better, so much more realistic.
Although it's also, literally car seats.
Yeah, but
Yeah. But I love the fact they built this, and when I textured this for a fan film, just to do something with it, you have to notice every single color variation area. Because you need every single something to do something, for set to be something. Why is there brown on the ceiling? Why is there a second blue on the floor? What, all these little things.
Somebody pooed on the floor?
Yeah.
Scotty, thought we had him potty trained.
And what's funny is that when Nick, the amazing Nick, built our version, we knew obviously the interior doesn't fit the exterior, but I needed the interior to be inside the exterior because then I could do shots showing both.
Yeah.
Same with Polar Jumper, so the directive was just make it work. And he did, although in texturing it, I found that I couldn't place anybody because the chair height was broken beyond belief. Because the consoles were not remotely high enough because of all these other reasons, and so I couldn't scale the thing properly with the people scale because it obviously wasn't built. Like our version was built to fit, and the windows were too low, and there were compromises made to just not.
But you could say that if you're looking, okay, so you're complaining because you can't have people inside the ship and look through the windows, right?
That was one of the problems. Yes, all those heights weren't lining up. Yeah.
Okay, but you could just say that the windows have like a parallax or like a magnification factor. So like you're shooting through the window and what you're seeing doesn't fit, but it looks like it fits. You can make it fit, right? You could alter it because something about the windows, looking through them, there's a magnification effect or something that changes the way things are perceived inside. They look smaller, so the people would fit, even though they would technically supposed to be bigger. You know what I mean? Not a magnification, but like a distortion effect from the window.
Or it's 3 little view screens. And it's just,
Yeah.
You could do. So it's a really weird set to do in that regard. Let me just find a render of it, because I finished a film with it. And it's much harder than you think, because it can't look shit. Because this really doesn't look shit. It's simple, but it's lit real, so it has a authenticity.
You like the upper lighting. It looks like a skylight almost.
Yeah, and that's really hard to do because it's going through plastic, which is transparent, but there's texture and there's depth. But that's a hard thing to replicate because it is transparent.
Yeah.
It's also plastic and solid. There's lights. How many feet? How many meters? How many? Hard to generate. And then also the big question, which is saying super nerdy, do you then let light come from outside the window into the cockpit? The windows should have that, right? So this is my version, as you can see, with the Marie. Or would you review that then as a connoisseur of things and bobs?
It ain't shit. Pretty good. Except the people in the back don't look real. But I mean, hey.
Does it not?
I know. No, it looks good. You definitely got the feel of it. So yeah.
It's actually darker than the real one. Because the top light doesn't light the set. Even though it did.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because literally it's got a rim, so it can't light top. But if you look at the one how is it being lit evenly when it's not, the lights aren't able to pierce the
Because the
set,
door's open. There's ambient light coming in from outside.
but it's still going. But it's still too much. My assumption is that the back of the set's open. Like, there's other cheats happening that have to happen for the set to work. Mine is it's a real location, so it's way darker and more moody. But I wanted the shadows to play because shadows give you depth. So real faff for a simple set.
Well, let's see what everybody's saying. With 21 votes,
Ooh.
C wins with 38%. I like that. See, that's good. That's more of what we're looking for during this whole thing. So we finally got one in C.
Yeah. I like it.
Cool.
And there we go on a gentle end. Nice chill life. How have you guys enjoyed this one? As we talk about things that we love.
And we're gonna make a new chart. Love, like, don't care, and hate. I think that's great. And we can use it for so many things. It'll be great.
You want to message Brett while you got that fresh in your brain.
So thank you, Raj. Yes, I will. I'll do that right now while you faff.
Absolutely. And maybe someday we'll do marry, screw, kill. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. Although it's more of a drunkyards thing, I think.
It is, but that would be funny though. We have our own separate piles because you have to, right? It's not a game where there are winners. You know, are we killing Ducat? Are we screwing Ducat? Or are we marrying Ducat? I don't know. Well, they have to have a three pull, don't they? That makes sense. You know what, guys? Give us one marry, fuck, kill whilst you're just doing that. Go. Name three characters. Go. You have 1 minute. Go. First person. Go. Name three characters of any kind. We'll work it out. Go. One. Go. I don't hear typing. I don't hear click, click, clack on your phones. Click, 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 clack, 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 clack.
What?
Three characters right now. Do it. Do it now. That is just how he sounds. I'm like, that's verbatim. And you're welcome.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yours is always welcome.
Dun, 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 dun,
And make sure you watch our
dun,
review
dun.
tomorrow Friday about our nine
Yeah.
thoughts, because it should be
Tomorrow was
good.
my first reaction.
Should be good because they've before the end, right? Everything's leading up to this one. Oh, okay, Stuart. The one winner, we'll both do this, is from Glenn. Law Shran Q. Marry, fuck, kill. Law Shran Q. Or do you want me to go first while you're doing that?
No, I'll go first. Lore Shran Q. Okay. I would marry Q because in lifetime of having whatever the fuck I want, whenever I want it, just by asking him or making him feel guilty. Yeah, I know. I kill Lore because fuck Lore. An asshole. Couldn't trust him, you know. And fuck Shran because I mean, once you go blue, you're always gonna screw. Perfect.
Yeah. Problem is that seems like very logical logic, Stuart.
Yeah, you go. It's supposed to logic these things.
Yeah. But
How about you?
We didn't give people much chance to think. In fairness, you had like 1 minute. Yeah.
That should be a whole live, actually.
Yeah.
Just give us three things and we rank them like that.
Oh, see, annoyingly, yeah, that's about the only option you can go for because you got to kill Law. You can't kill Q. I guess if you're a pacifist, you kill Q because he'll just don't die.
You could fuck Lore because he's programmed in multiple techniques. I would assume.
Well, no, he was the second version, so you don't know.
He was the first version.
Before the first version.
Well, no. I disagree.
I had that ready in the buff when I said it. I was like,
Before only came after, even though he was before, and still is before. Anyway. Six.
Yeah, I mean, if you want marrying Shran would be annoying, but marrying Q would be all the power of the universe. So, yeah, you gotta go with Stuart's one. Marry Q, kill Law. Screw Shred.
Logical. Flawlessly
Yeah.
logical.
Yeah. Yeah. On that note, Stuart.
I will see you guys tomorrow. You won't see Sam. Lucky for you. I unfortunately will see him. And you can see us both on Friday. So join me tomorrow at 10 p.m.
Fortunately.
Eastern Standard Time
All
for
of you
our
are
first
lucky.
reaction.
There you go.
And yeah, join us on Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a complete review and breakdown of episode 9 of season 1 of Starfleet Academy.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. Be fun.
So until then, he's Commander Cockings.
He's Captain Foley.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.